Arab and Muslim leaders concluded a landmark summit in Riyadh with a unified demand for Israel to withdraw from all occupied Palestinian territories and calling it actually for an immediate ceasefire in addition of all what is happening in the region and the impact of this crisis on the whole region, not only Palestine and Lebanon, and as we can see, it's taking place all around. So over the phone, we have Dr. Hassan Wagih, Professor of Political Science. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Doctor. So first of all, could you tell us more about the final communique of the summit as it condemned Israel's military actions in Gaza and described it as horrific and shocking crimes?
Yeah, the Arab Summit with its committee has forged a roadmap comprehensive solution to the Palestinian issue and the broader Middle East stability. Of course, the committee expressed so many important agencies, how the community, the Arab countries would intervene to get done, and also condemn the genocidal war in Gaza and Gaza. You know, the Lebanon, historic Baal city flashed by continuous Israeli daily bombardment with cultural area. The Arab Summit is calling for stop on this atrocity, which is in extreme violation of international law and international humanitarian.
Okay, Doctor, the war has left more than 43,600 Palestinians dead. The majority were civilians. How do you see Hamas' reaction to the summit as it called on the Arab and Muslim nations to translate their pledges?
Actually, yes, that the Israel and the Americans are insist on having some mentality, how they achieved big victory by killing tens of civilians, destroying our property for basic for life, rape and the Lebanon, and I think Hamas lost it, lost its and there, even some Israeli politicians saying that the achievement in that and everything should come up because happening is outrageous and transcend all possible humane boundaries. And this is good for everyone and for the area.
Well, Dr. Hassan, of course, this important summit tackled many different issues. So when we talk about the solutions that were tackled to end this crisis taking place here in the region, and no one can ever anticipate what is coming next if this situation is going to continue. So could you tell us more about this point?
Yeah, this point, it tells us that the 57 Islamic and Arabs should cement the relationship together, should show some power, show their power, raise their voice in the international arena, and also cooperate internally so as to have this power that would really deter others from doing what they are doing or what they are up to do it. You know, we expect that this would be a continuous war, and I hope that the Arab countries would cement the relationship together on all aspects. And as you have seen, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia made a very important deal condemning any kind of aggression on Iran. And this is and considered Iran a friendly and brotherly country, and rejecting any aggression on Iran, and not only that, but forging a treaty for joint defense, which is, I would think that would tell the people how the area is changing. And I hope it would be changing for the right path of achieving a fair-minded peace and stability for the area and for the entire world.
Okay, well, Dr. Hassan, the final statement in the summit also stressed on to end the repercussion of the Israeli aggression on the civilians. To what extent the final statement of the summit is considered a warning of the danger of the escalation in the region?
Actually, that kind of force or the element in the communique regarding this, I think it is regarding the asking the international communities to get the Palestinian state recognized by more countries, and also asking for international court of justice and international crime, the investigation conducted by someone like Khan and those who are responsible and in charge in official international organization should seek way out to make, not to condemn Israel, but to bring Israel to justice, and the leaders, its leaders, to justice, world justice. And I think this is an avenue which is a path which is difficult, but it is possible, and the Arab Summit wanted to pursue that avenue.
Well, Doctor, what kind of measures are required from the United Nations so far, or to be taken immediately amid this negligence of the international leaders? Because we need a decisive stand, we need a decision to be taken that everyone has to follow and to make.
Yeah, I think nations, there is a very clear call the United Nations suspend the membership of Israel because they are considering as a slowed country, a country that really violated all international and humanitarian laws. So I think there is a voice, a strong voice like that, but you still have this organization, I mean the United Nations, needs repair and reform, because the veto, torpedo everything, and torpedo all consensus that could be reached.
How important is the unified Arab and Islamic position in helping to reach the solutions to the crisis in the region, as the consensus from the large number of countries which contributed in the summit?
Yes, yes. Either Arab countries are supposed to the relations and to take further the development. And we have seen in parallel a visit by Prime Minister of Malaysia, Egypt, and I think that Egypt is playing an important role in cementing the relations with all Arab Islamic countries, because this is ours, and this is a system should be there in dealing with this crisis and anticipate what remains. That Arab for the center that needs to be explored by all forces, because it is fair enough based on international resolutions. I think this is very important, and doing of all other are the same thing as we have mentioned. South already mentioned something good about Iran and that um, the joint defense.
So how do you see Egypt's fundamental role and in deepening all ties actually and aspects of cooperation just to show the unity of the Arab nations together against all what is going, this aggression and genocide war taking place in Gaza?
Yes, uh, we are very long, but we have first to the very end a fair-minded agenda. And you remember that the statements made by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi about rejecting all kinds of threats and rejecting, for several times now he's repeating, rejecting the forced displacement, which we can observe. They are working on it, but this is, will not be agreed upon and will be resisted and will be prevented. And I think that when you have someone from the extremists in Israel, they are saying that the Palestinians have options of death, subjugation, or displacement. I think that this extremist voice is so dangerous for the entire world, and it cannot unilaterally shape the region's future. It rests with the collective will and the collective hand of the Arab Islamic nations to change this and to resist this extremism and to put a stop on it. And I think this is a long path, but we are pursuing it. And there was a lot of strategic patience which was exerted by Egypt and many Arab other countries, and I hope this will not be misunderstood.
Well, Doctor, the summit coincides with the visit of the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dr. Anwar Ibrahim, and a large delegation to Egypt. What is the importance of this visit, which comes in such a critical time?
Actually, this is part of cementing the relationship with all Arab Islamic countries. And Egypt and Malaysia in particular had and still have and will have very strong relationship, strategic relationship. The two officials, the President and the Prime Minister of Malaysia, agreed to raise the level of cooperation to a strategic level. And you know, the relationship has been there for 65 years, and I can remember how Malaysian, when I went with Dr. Ahmad Al-Tayyib to Malaysia, when he was the rector of the Al-Azhar University, and I can see how they received the Al-Azhar and how they respect Al-Azhar and how they send thousands and thousands of students over there. And we were talking at that time about crisis management and the crisis anticipation and what they are keen about it, which is called fiqh al-nawazil, or the, what I say, it's another alternative term produced by the Arab Islamic civilization, which flourished and spread science and stability all over the world for 700 years. And this era is being erased from the history books, but we should remember and bring conscious for the people about it and about our role for civilized moves when we were having the upper hand in this world, and we have to come back to that history to repeat it in a very positive way. And I think the Malaysians are very excellent partner for doing that. And I still remember their beautiful language when I mentioned about fiqh al-nawazil, or the managing of the crises. They say fiqh semasa in tarabansa. I cannot remember this beautiful language, and I think they are so close to us, and the cooperation could be observed in so many aspects. And the Malaysian students are living with us in Al-Azhar, and they are having great strides in advancing themselves and in advancing the cooperation and exchanging very healthy views among Arab Muslim brothers and sisters.
Right. Dr. Hassan Wagih, Professor of Political Science, always a pleasure having you with us on the show.
And now it's time for our light news review by Abir El-Ginti. So let's take a look and we'll be back.